8448. Why are heat exchanger cooling units required in some aircraft hydraulic systems? A. Fluid flammability. B. High pressures and high rates of fluid flow. C. The high heat generated from braking. The correct answer is B. In certain aircraft hydraulic systems, the combination of high fluid pressure and rapid fluid flow can result in elevated temperatures that may hinder efficient system operation. To address this issue, these systems incorporate heat exchangers that function similar to engine oil coolers. These heat exchangers are responsible for reducing the temperature of the hydraulic fluid by dissipating heat to the surrounding air or through a separate cooling medium, ensuring that the fluid remains within the desired operating temperature range. By effectively cooling the fluid, these heat exchangers help maintain optimal system performance and prevent potential overheating-related issues. 8449, which is true regarding the ground check of a flap operating mechanism which has just been installed. A. If the time required to operate the mechanism increases with successive operations, it indicates the air is being worked out of the system. B. If the time required to operate the mechanism decreases with successive operations, it indicates the air is being worked out of the system. C. All hydraulic lines and components should be checked for leaks by applying soapy water to all connections. The correct answer is B. During the initial installation of a double-acting system, such as a flap operating mechanism, it is not uncommon for air to be present within the system. To eliminate this air, a procedure known as cycling is performed. Cycling involves operating the system through its intended movements repeatedly. As the system is cycled, the air trapped within it is gradually expelled. Consequently, the overall operating time of the system will decrease due to the removal of the compressible air and the optimization of fluid flow. This procedure ensures the proper functioning and efficiency of the double-acting system by eliminating any potential performance issues caused by trapped air. 8450. A hydraulic system operational check during ground run-up of an aircraft indicates that the wing flaps cannot be lowered using the main hydraulic system, but can be lowered by using the emergency hand pump. Which is the most likely cause? A. The flap selector valve has a severe internal leak. B. The pressure accumulator is not supplying pressure to the system. C. The fluid level in the reservoir is low. The correct answer is C. When the fluid level in an aircraft hydraulic reservoir falls below the outlet that supplies the engine-driven pump, it can result in a situation where certain portions of the hydraulic system can still be operated using the emergency hand pump, but not the engine-driven pump. This occurs because the engine-driven pump requires a sufficient level of fluid in the reservoir to ensure proper priming and intake of fluid. If the fluid level is below the outlet, the engine-driven pump may not be able to draw in an adequate amount of fluid to generate hydraulic pressure. However, the emergency hand pump, which operates independently of the reservoir level, can still be used to actuate specific components of the hydraulic system. It is important to maintain the fluid level above the pump outlet to ensure reliable operation of the engine-driven pump and the complete hydraulic system. 8451. Many hydraulic reservoirs contain a small quantity of fluid which is not available to the main system pump. This fluid is retained to A. Prime the main system. B. Supply fluid to the auxiliary pump. C. Supply fluid to the pressure accumulator. The correct answer is B. In an aircraft hydraulic system, the outlet from the hydraulic reservoir to the main engine-driven hydraulic pump is positioned higher than the outlet that goes to the auxiliary hand pump. This design ensures that even in the event of a line break causing a loss of fluid through the engine-driven pump, there will still be an adequate amount of fluid remaining in the reservoir. This remaining fluid can be accessed by the auxiliary hand pump, which can be used for critical operations such as landing gear extension. The positioning of the outlets ensures that a sufficient amount of fluid is available for emergency situations, allowing important hydraulic functions to be performed even if there is a loss of fluid through the engine-driven pump. 8452. The unit in a hydraulic system that requires a certain action to be completed before another action can begin is called A. Check valve, B. Sequence valve, C. Snubber valve. The correct answer is B. The unit in a hydraulic system that requires a certain action to be completed before another action can begin is called a sequence valve. A sequence valve is a type of pressure control valve that controls the sequence of operations in a hydraulic system. It is designed to ensure that certain actions or functions occur in a specific order based on the pressure levels reached in the system. The sequence valve typically has a set pressure at which it opens, allowing fluid to flow and initiate a particular action. Until the set pressure is reached, the valve remains closed, preventing the subsequent action from starting. By using a sequence valve, the hydraulic system can enforce a specific order of operations, ensuring that one action is completed before another begins. This can be crucial in systems where certain actions or components need to be engaged or disengaged in a specific sequence for optimal performance or safety reasons.